Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome to the Homestead Miami Speedway for the Homestead 300 kilometers at Homestead Miami. Qualifying is underway with our 4 entries, more so than normal, and we're excited to see everybody out on track today. Oh, the graphics aren't right. Oh boy, hold on, let's fix that. Homestead. But here you can see James East, broadcaster for Team Goon Squad, the owner of Team Goon Squad. Head broadcaster, he does it all. Making his qualifying run here at Homestead Miami Speedway. Very skilled racer, racing against us to the top drivers in the Simverse Stock Car Series today. That being Alex Penn, Carol Seal, and Chris Gore. We have a rough first qualifying lap. We'll see what and second. Ooh, jeez. Very tough qualifying run for him, but that's going to get James the pole at Homestead. That's pretty cool. Alright. Qualifying continues to wind down, and we wait to see if there's any extra entries or any stragglers coming in, which I'm not sure if there is, but one can hope. Four-car field today, which is honestly more than we normally get, but definitely be fun to see. As we get ready for today's race at Homestead. Oh, Alex barely manages to steal away the pole time by a hundredth of a second. Very impressive. Should be a close race between those two at the front. But really, it's a close battle overall. I think everybody's very close in this field. Should be a good race today. There we go, getting ready for the starting grid. Everybody's getting ready for everybody to grid up today at Homestead. Of course, ATVO's camera thing not working. There we go. As we get ready to pull away with the pace car, all 4 cars out on the grid. The pace car rolls off at Homestead. Alex Pin on the inside, turning on the pole. James East to his outside. Chris Gore starting third, and Carlos Theo fourth, rounding out our field here at Homestead Miami Speedway. Beautiful sunset to start off. Should be racing off into the night, and it'll be a beautiful show at Homestead as the lights come on, the sun dips down behind the Florida coast. Beautiful track, beautiful day, perfect weather, some fun drivers, and a good field. I mean, especially compared to last week at Brands Hatch of 2 cars, a much better field and a lot of excitement to be had here at the Homestead 300 kilometers in the Simverse Stock Car Series. 125 laps here at Homestead. It's going to be one hell of a show. Pace car dives off as the cars come out of turn 4. The green flag is out. And off they go, charging towards turn 1. Carlos Theo immediately pushing James as they start to stack up. Theo running the outside line all the way at the top along the wall. He's filing in behind Penn, Gore right behind him. And Theo also stuck in that draft, ready to go. Watch them come through turn number 4 as they complete the first lap. Then Alex will lead that lap. Draft keeping everybody relatively close together. Lap period number 2, it's 125. The field's still pretty tight with the exception of Carlos Theo, who has dropped back seemingly due to a wall impact. Just trying to claw his way back up in and into the field as the sun continues to go down, dropping the track temperature. The field continues, same running order. Nobody really making a move on anyone yet. The 355 leading the 30, the 2, and the 69. 69 dropping back about that draft though. Perhaps he might be able to jump him in pit road. Or possibly be able to save tires to catch back up. And the 355 still holding on. Oh, getting him close to Alex now. Okay, the pace car there for a second as the pace car is next to the camera. Car still charging around the track as fast as they can. These five getting up back to the line to get back up to the bumper of the number 30. Alex Penn. A little bit of wall for someone, couldn't see quite who. Possibly the 69 again. Continues to drop relative to the field. James going down to the bottom. Alex moving down to maybe block his path a bit or give him some dirty air and wash him back. Lap 12 now, 125, a tenth of the way there at Homestead, Miami. James down to the inside again. Arcing it down to the bottom. But these two different lines shows you just how different you can run around this track with two different drivers still hit around the same lap time. James getting even closer to 30. Sorry, East getting closer to 30. He's going to try again. Moving down to the bottom. 30 just goes the same line as him and copies that line. Almost dropped that phone there. I wouldn't be able to see the chat. That wouldn't be very fun. All over my goddamn stuff. And once again, James, he's back up to the bumper, 30 closer than he's ever been this race. Doing his best to catch him. Here's his number 2, may have had some trouble as well. 355, still challenging for that lead. TVO now saying less than an hour left in today's race. On lap 18 of 125. Clock ticking down quite quickly. Cars going faster than they anticipated, at least in the software anticipated. The 355 and the 30 now losing ground to the 2 and the 69. Running very quickly over at the front. Very evenly matched drivers in equal cars. See, the lights are on, the sunset's beautiful at Homestead. One of the best racing circuits in the world, let alone on iRacing. If anyone would like to come race with these fine drivers, come check out the Simverse Stock Car Series in the Simverse Discord. It's usually in the description of our channel as well. As the race continues, we will get closer and closer to where we're going to start seeing pit stops and pit strategy coming into play. Should be 2 pit stops this race, maybe 3 if you want to grab some tires at a late caution. But yeah, it should be no more than 2 stops in today's event. At Homestead 300 kilometers. While we are mostly an American series, we do use kilometers because it just allows us to get a smaller size in terms of distance and just keep it more reasonable, especially for a small field like this. I'll tell you what that is in miles in just a second. It's 186 miles of driving here at Homestead. A little under half of the actual distance. So about 4/10 the gap between the 30 and the 355. Really hasn't changed very much at all. Very consistent. And the gap just closes on the straights due to the draft that car has going into turn number 1 and turn number 3 here at Homestead. Unlike a lot of mile-and-a-half tracks in the NASCAR, in the kind of the NASCAR group, I guess you could call it, Homestead is completely even on both sides. It's a completely symmetrical track. So the tracks can interact the same way as it is in a 1, as it is in a 3, and into 3. With the exception of occasionally, things caused by shading and different levels. Oh no! East into the wall. That's going to bring out our first caution of the day.
Caution.
We'll hopefully get that car nice and fixed up so we can keep the field running. Shouldn't be terrible damage. Everybody's got fast repair as well. Let's take another look at that incident. Just slides into the wall, a bit loose off the corner, and just taps the wall a few times. Luckily, he does have at least one fast repair. I'm not sure if he's going to want to save it or if he'd want to kind of save the time here. Sorry, save the fast repair, take a little bit of repair time because it's under yellow, and it would prevent him from going a lap down. By the way, we are under caution here at the one and only Homestead Miami Speedway. Field run should be 60, 70 laps here at Homestead. Looks like everybody going to pit road this time by. Okay, we're gonna have to clear James's black flag in a minute. If it, I don't know if it'll give him an unsafe pit entry on this one, but we'll see. See how, I don't want to say messed up, but you can see the damage on that Mustang. Definitely, you know, not insignificant. You can see the 30 pulling out into his box, and we'll go to the pit lane camera. You can see all the pit stops and the battle off of pit road. Sorry, the race off pit road. And James will use his faster pair. You can see his car just blip back to almost a fresh state. And off Alex goes. 4 tires all around for pretty much everyone, full of gas. And James will save that spot and make up 2 on pit road. Very impressive. And it looks like Theo will actually sit on pit road and save that faster pair. You know, fix his damage by just, you know, the old-fashioned way. See how long it takes him to get out. You gotta get moving soon. Or not. There he goes, taking his optionals and getting on out of there. Just barely making sure he doesn't go under a lap. Minute 15 seconds he spent on pit road. And we'll take a look at our field once more. Under pacing. Now this is the part where we'd play a commercial if we had one, which we don't. So I guess no commercials. Sucks for you guys. But here we are, I guess. It'd be cool if we had commercials. Then I'd get money. Money's nice. Everybody likes money. First caution of the day. Probably the last one, to be quite honest. I think we're going to go green the rest of the way, unless, you know, bar major problems. You know, I mean, I guess major problems can happen, but they're just not likely. See the frontal camera of the number 30 car. You can see the pace car over off on the right. That generic sedan. That's some sort of amalgamation between like a Ford Fusion, Audi, and God knows what else. Maybe a Genesis too. That's Theo popping up to the outside. Pace car lights off. Very interesting setup. Here we go. Going green, this time by. Pace car's off. Alex is on the gas and he is gone, but that's going to leave a huge, huge vacuum for the draft to suck the cars behind him right back in. And we're going to take a look at just that. Here's a 69 and 355 coming through. 69 on the outside, 355 on the inside. He's going to pull up the slide job, get in front of the 69, keep him from getting through. Getting above him. The 69 wouldn't be out. The 69, sorry, I would definitely could see the 69 pushing the 355 to get him closer to the 30. Because that 30 really doesn't have the capacity to run away. It's only a 4/10 of a second, that gap. Number 2 may have had some trouble, but not that I can see. A little bit behind, but not the end of the world. Here comes the 69, and the 355 after the 30. He's got to keep it out of the wall. 2 laps and we'll be there. Be a quarter of the way there. At Homestead. Very good race today though. Very impressed. Some tight, close racing. A lot of fun to be had. And is there any trouble back there? Oh! Oh, yeah, big time trouble for the 2. Okay. He's
Should be a caution though.
That's going to bring out our second yellow of the day. The number 2 having some sort of trouble, which ended up leaving him stranded in the middle of the track and heavily damaged. Let's see what happened. It's a little bit loose coming off.
We're going to the pit,
and then, bam! Hard in the inside wall. Losing control into the outside wall, and he is just stuck. What a shame. And that's a beautiful new look for that Fanatec car, and It's the last thing I want to be seeing happen to our drivers. Hopefully he can use that fast repair, get that thing fixed right up, and he can get back out on track and be competitive. And he's on pit road right now, getting that car sorted out. He'll do his best to make sure he does not go a lap down. Second caution of the day on lap number 31 for a car hardened to the, well, not just the wall, both walls. Outside of that, everything appearing to be a bit more, I guess I'd say, normal. But for the limited tires, it appears that the two will be going ahead and grabbing some fresh tires as well, some little splash of gas and a fast repair, and he'll be getting back out. He'll probably be waved around the pace car. Maybe, we'll see. Did he catch on up? Now 30 pretending to be the pace car. And we will wave the number 2 around. Get him back on the lead lap because he didn't really have a fair chance when the caution came out. We'll restack the field, get everything going again. Gee, you gotta wave around, go. He's gotta go, he's gotta wave around. There he goes. We'll get him his lap back. Let's get ready to go green once more. Under yellow. Here in the Simverse Stock Car Series, 355 to the outside of the 30, 69 to the inside, and fresh on the last on the freshly onto the lead lap. The number 2 will be popping in behind the 69 because the wave around he goes to the end of the longest line. And here he comes flying around the track to catch that field. He'll make it. And here he is, caught back up.
Green flag.
Stacking it in and ready to go. As we go green here at Homestead. Looks like the 30's built up a bit of a gap, but with that giraffe, the 355 should be able to get right back to him on this mile and a half over. Aggressive banking, another feature of Homestead Miami Speedway. The banking able to, how do I put it? The banking is more shallow at the bottom, but more steep at the top, which allows for very, very diverse lines to be used on this track while still achieving about the same speeds. Number 69 has dropped off quite a bit, same with the 2. The 355 and the 30 still continue to do battle up at the front. Whoa, look at it squirrely there for the number 355. He'll be able to recover and chase back after that number 30 car. And wait for that 30 to make a mistake. gap getting a lot bigger between the 30 and the 355, but I don't know how sustainable that is for the 30. As a bit of a pack might be forming down at the back. Oh! Oh, okay, never mind. It's just a 69 in the wall. Can he recover? He will. The 2 will get around him. No death, no destruction. But now that they've got a bit of a drafting pack, they can probably go catch that number 30, and I think that's what they're going to do. It seems that the time's definitely ticking down. They're catching, they're charging up. If they stay in the draft together, they're going to be much faster down the straights. That number 30 Skid Barber Chevrolet Camaro. And here comes the 2. Especially the 30s. He sees him going charging up from behind him. James has dropped a bit, but not the end of the road for him. He can easily still catch the draft off the 69 and catch back up. That 2 and 30 though, coming right after, that 2 and 69 coming after the 30. Will the 30 holding him up allowed the 355 to catch up a bit more? That's a great question we had. Here they come. 69 going up high. It's where he likes to be, albeit it's a bit riskier, a lot easier to get into the wall. And he's going to come and push that number 2. Be careful not to get his quarter panel. That'll make him keep him quick on the straights. Give him a much better chance at a better run off. And here he comes again. He's going to push the 2 again. Whoa, 2 gets a little squirrely off of number 2, but he'll hold on to it. Look at the 69 in that position. The 355 should be caught up to him now and be well within the draft. However, the 30 isn't exactly running away. Only about a fourth of a second is that gap between first and second. Everybody's still close together. The whole field within 1 second. As the 69 continues around the track, continuing to use that high line, I think in a bid to save tires and preserve that run out of the corner and down the straights. I think you might find that a bit more important. Here goes a 2 to the inside of the 69, attempting to make the pass, doesn't make it stick. He's going to give up that momentum, and here comes a 355 right behind him. James looking to cut it out of 4th place. So James East looking to get out of 4th place. Get closer. Well within that draft now, the number 2. If you can stick behind him. And same with the draft of the 69, but that's the 30 pulling away. Extending that gap once more. Oh, and that 69 is blinking. Here comes the 2 up the inside. The 2 has it inside going into turn 1. That allowed him to stick that pass. Typically at the back from the 69 rear camera. And it seems they're just about even going out on the straight. Side by side. Into turn 1. Nobody quite has made the pass yet. The 355 catching up. Getting in that mix. What do we choose? Will we go high? Will he go low? Will he shoot it up the middle? Nobody knows. And I think the 2's completed the pass. He'll jump up in front of the 69, cut off that momentum, and preserve his 2nd place position. Great racing here at Homestead. Whoa, a little bit of collision. The 2 and the 69. Can the 2 save it? Please save it. Oh, man. Severe difficulties for that number 2. After the collision of the 69. Hopefully he can make that time back. 69 up into the wall. It's going to let the 355 back into second place. Continue to try and hunt down the leader. Definitely trouble for the 2. It's going to need time to repair. And here, oh, Jenkins just charging up towards Alex. Looks like he's got a whole other engine in that car. May have been some sort of trouble for the 30 on the exit of 4. And the 69 plows through and gets up towards the lead. And he's going to jump in the front. There he goes. Very impressive. Great racing at Homestead. The 69-year leader. Oh, and he'll get a little bit of the wall and almost hits the 30, but he's going to stay right behind him. That's going to say, oh, there's a collision. The 69 and the 30 get together. Whoa, a bit of a door slapper there. Oh, and the 69 gets into the 30's quarter panel. He's not happy. That's going to give the 355 a chance after the others bled off all that momentum. Here he comes. Up the inside of that 30. Sending it in deep. Let's watch. Can he make it happen? James East looking for that lead. He hasn't gotten around that 30th pen the whole day, all day today at Homestead, or rather all evening, looking at the time and the lights on. And he's going to be back at that bumper. He wants that lead. Can he take it? Heading out of turn 2. Using that giraffe on the straightaway. And down in 3. All the way to the bottom. Even out of that rubber. Down to the tape. And he's on the inside. And he'll have that inside line for turn number 1. But will it be enough? A little bit of lap traffic coming up on him. And he'll make it almost stick. 30 barely hangs on by just a matter of inches. He gets a huge front off of turn number 2 as they go into 3, and the 355 will make it work. A little bit of a slide job there, but it looks like it was a little too deep. Well, the 30 can't make the crossover happen. He just doesn't get there. And that's going to put the 355 of James East into the lead at the Homestead 300 kilometers. But that doesn't mean that Penn's given up. Alex Penn's given up yet. He's charging in. A little bit of a crunch out back. Not sure quite what it was. Whoa. I think a little bit more collision. It looks like Thiel's in trouble. Oh, he's spewing liquid all over the track. Okay, you know what? Do you guys need a yellow? Whoa, okay, yeah, they need a yellow.
Caution, caution, caution. How you doing in there, kid?
Chaos out there. I don't know what happened to that number 69 car. Let's see what happened. Let's take a look. Just run
Race
it,
control, why are we calling the caution after the leaders have passed the issue?
I was mashing the button trying to get it to work, and I didn't realize it wasn't tabbed into the actual race.
Excuses.
Don't make me come into that room and turn off your computer. You need to. You need to. That's our third yellow today. We'll start waving cars back around once everybody's out of the pits. Two in some sort of trouble. Hopefully we can get him out in time, start waving him around that pace car. Now it's going to be back out on the lead lap, after using the faster pair. And that number 2 having some sort of trouble. I'm really not sure what the hell is going on here, because it seems like things are really messed up with them in the pits and James there, and it really doesn't make a lot of sense. All of them having quite long pit stops. The 55 and the 30 both out. They're on the lead lap. Number 30, trying to catch that pace car. Yellow's been waved around. Field trying to form back up.
Green flag.
Oh, and apparently we're green. Somehow. Oh, okay, how is it green if the pace car's still out?
He's racing with us.
Alright, fair enough.
Can we give Corollas a black clear?
Well, this is a thing with race cars on a track and people there, I guess. I'm not even sure what to really say about this race. Gaps are way too big. This isn't really fair. Flag's still out, everybody's still giving her the beans. The gaps are massive now, not very exciting. They're definitely strung out now. Here's number 2 has dropped out of the race. Reeve still have a decent amount of points to take home. Maintaining his championship lead. Well, and it's still kind of it's already just outrunning everyone else right now because everyone else has damage besides him. I'm 74 of 125. You guys want a super short yell, a bunch of you all back up, or you guys good as it is?
Yes, please.
Caution, caution. How was your forward drive there towards the end of that little run we just did?
Alright, yellow's out. 4th time, this time just to get the field back to where they should be. James East on the run, Cole Steve, pit road. Alex going for pit road. Looks like everybody trying to take some pit stops.
Can I get a black clear?
we're going green
Green flag.
here at Homestead. Field stacked back up to race again. Here we go. 3 cars left. 79 and 125. Everybody should be good on gas. Everybody should be good on tires. James with a quarter second to Alex. Carlos right behind him. Penn, East, Steele, the running order here at Homestead. Can East get another? Everybody seems to have the same tires, same gas. Can they go get it? Kind of upset the victory a bit. Can James East in his first start in the Simverse Stock Car Series get a win? Oh, can he save that car? He will! Just barely. That was impressive. That was a grade A save for the driver of that 355. Absolutely outstanding. Comes Steele, Steele's still there. He's chasing after him, looking to get that draft and catch back up to the leader. It seems like he's no longer falling back. He can definitely go get him on pace. So that draft would definitely help him quite a bit. Maybe a push too. Take a look at that 355, see if we can ride on board with him maybe. See what's going on. Sadly, the 355 falling quite a bit behind now from the leader. Same with the 69 and 30 just running away. The race spreading out quite a bit here at Homestead, Miami. Gaps once again widening out. Cars no longer closely stacked. Here's some grip difficulties, the looks of it. great race. I mean, the majority of this was a great race. Sadly, the pacing is not holding together very well. Whoa, almost trouble for that 30. He's washing out wide, and the exit, he tags the wall. Might hurt the arrow a bit. That's stable. Not much going on out on track here at Homestead right now, though. We've lost one of the cars and people have spread out. Losing your tires and fuel get you to the end. Lap 92, 125. Seemingly nobody going a lap down this race. I think things are just going to kind of be quiet for the remainder. James running times similar to Alex. Almost exactly the same. Now we'll see how that goes. He ran a 33.4 this time by. We'll see how everybody comes on through. And I just realized I don't have the map up. That'll be nice to have, you know, to actually see things, you know, like that. Let's see if we can get it to quickly reload and show the track map of Homestead. Oh, Alex pinning the wall again. Trying to run that high line, but he has been getting a lot more wall than normal. James only about 200 or a second off of Alex. Definitely has a chance to get him. At least a chance to get Theo. The interval should continue to shrink. Third rough lap of that last one, a 33.9 for James East. But he's definitely getting closer and closer. Let's take a look at him. As he continues to try and catch the leader and also try and catch the 69 car. 69 seemingly fading in terms of pace. I mean, each of these drivers is pretty much guaranteed a podium today, so no matter what, gonna go well for him. Field dropping hard for a little bit there. He's having a little bit of trouble. Penn just kind of pulling off to his own pace, I guess, and kind of doing almost his own thing. 9, his current lap pace. His current lap times, rather. Alex running as best he can to hold off the other two cars. ATVO estimating only 15 more minutes of racing on lap 99 at 125. 25 to go. 24 now. As the race continues to wind down up, somebody pushed for somebody, looked like the 69. 355 still running clean. Possibly looking to take away one of those positions. Oh, there we go. Now I have a track map. You know, our fancy graphics. Oh, that wall's coming up quick. Whoa, boy. He manages to keep it. He's driving that car to the limits, even though he has a massive lead. Must not feel that way. Still not much going on here at Homestead, Miami. Cars just getting more and more spread out. Given there's only 4, so there's no like lap traffic or anything either to kind of make this a little more interesting. It's just kind of there. Looks like the 69's had some trouble, and that's going to give James second place and put him a lap down. Only 15 laps remaining. Definitely some trouble for that 69. He tries to get back up to pace.
Corollas is asking for a black clear when he gets DQ'd. Corollas has now said thank you.
And the race continues on. Oh my gosh, is that the 69 again? Stay still, Crow. What are you doing, man? Well, that's a event. As the laps continue to click on, still not much is occurring at Homestead Miami Speedway. Three laps remain. 2 to go at the line. 69 has decided he no longer wishes to exist. One more lap. The white flag is out. Racing it on back. Oh, Alex won. Okay. That's a thing. Alright. James coming to make his finish. I think he already did, rather. Oh my! That's him. He's dead. Everybody's dead. Everybody's destroyed. Alright, well that was a race. We'll do group interviews. So that was a thing.
Hello.
Hello. I guess it's interview time. But we're doing group interviews because there's only 3 of you, and I only ever do 3 interviews anyways.
We made it!
Yeah, you guys made it.
Well-
300 kilometers.
Well, I mean, one of us was getting pushed by another, so.
Still made it. It counted in cars. It counts here.
Oh, how is that a 4X?
Nobody likes 4Xs.
Slow down. Gotta make sure we don't speed. That's not slowing down.
Oh no. Well, what is Steele and...
He's gotta do a drive-through.
Oh my
That's
god.
not a drive-through. That's a stop.
Oh.
Well, at least you're in your pit box. Have a nice day.
I'm not in my pit box.
Thank you, come again.
Alright, you
Yeah,
guys
they'll-
enjoy
they're in-
Homestead?
You're in a pit box. They'll make their way over.
Yes.
Okay. Then we'll leave it on the schedule for next season. Alright, thank you to our loyal 2 viewers. We are now signing off. This has been Simverse's Awful Break.
I'd like to thank Simverse, Team Goon Squad, Copenhagen Strake, Amsoil Motorsports, East Action Sports, Proline Motorsports, Pay to Win
All-American Arca.
All-American ARCA for sure. Really everybody at broadcast, and I couldn't do it without you guys, especially Joseph Penn providing race control and broadcast. I'd like to thank him profusely for putting this on, and look forward to being back here next week and continuing that podium streak.
Alright, thank you, James. That sounded really good. You guys, you other guys should step up your games, though, if James is going to do that awesome during interviews. You know, Frazier has a Coke Zero Sugar thing, so he's fine, but, you know.
You know, dude, just these damned hamsters that keep running out on track.
Yeah, I know, we really got to solve that.
Cautions. What the hell?
At least it wasn't squirrels this time.